Decaying bodies and remains not properly identified. That's what one California funeral home is being accused of.
Even though there was a state investigation underway in 2020, the home was only shut down last year. Reporter Christine Lazar investigates.
When a group of investigators arrived at the Mark B. Allen mortuary in Sun Valley in April of last year, court documents say they noticed a swarm of flies circling the property, and the odor of decomposing bodies was, quote, foul and overwhelmingly strong.
When officials went to this location because of complaints from family members about the disposition of their loved ones' bodies, the odor from inside the facility was so great that officials could detect it outside.
City Attorney Mike Fuhrer, who's running for mayor, announced that his office has filed 22 misdemeanor charges against the owner of the funeral home, Mark Bruce Allen.
Each time an individual body wasn't cared for properly, as we allege, there's a potential for 1 year in jail and $10,000 in fines.
There are 11 deceased victims named in the complaint. At least one is a child under 10 years old. We have learned that the state's Cemetery and Funeral Bureau first sent an inspector to the funeral home in July of 2020, after family members claimed the mortuary wasn't releasing the remains of their loved ones. According to court documents, the inspector observed an unpermitted makeshift cold storage unit that was 20 degrees warmer than the industry standard. About 7 months later, the same inspector went back and noticed the smell of rotting bodies. But no action was taken against the funeral home for another 2 months, when the state learned that the LAPD was also investigating. At that point, the state determined that Allen posed a serious and immediate threat to the public. His license was suspended that June and revoked a month later in July of 2021.
And that was Christine Lazar reporting. The owner of the funeral home, Mark Bruce Allen, has reportedly fled the state as the investigation continues.